The batters have done their job and posted 471. India's bowlers are now getting their first taste of bazball batting this English summer. Varun Aaron joins us on ESPN Cricinfo Match Day. Varun, what have you made of the first passage we've seen of England's batters, who we've known would only bat one way, and how India's bowlers have responded to that?
I don't think, first of all, I don't think England have batted over aggressively. They've just played according to what's been dished out to them. And I think especially in that first spell, barring Bumrah, they were gifted a lot of balls. Siraj, we know, is a quality bowler, but I think looking at the overhead conditions, he just thought that there's a lot for him, and he was a bit desperate to get that wicket up front. He should have stuck to good line and lengths, and that's what would have given him a couple of wickets, but he leaked too many runs in his first spell, 24 off just 3 overs. Then Prasidh came in. Prasidh was a bit too short. We all know when the conditions are favouring fast bowling in England, especially when there are clouds and there's a cloud cover, you have to bowl it slightly fuller, give the ball that time to do something in the air and then maybe off the wicket as well. So I thought the opening spell, barring Bumrah, was a little disappointing, but Jasprit Bumrah, what a bowler, man. Just manages to pull a rabbit out of the hat every single time. Even in his second spell with the slightly older ball, the ball is zipping through as if it was new. He has this uncanny knack of being able to straighten the ball from round the wicket and over the wicket. From over the wicket, the first wicket which he got of Crawley, slightly wide of the crease, angling it into Crawley, but just left him at the right moment, and then he could have gotten Duckett out in a similar fashion. Yes, that ball was slightly wider than the Crawley ball, but again, similar ball, which comes in, pitches in slightly, goes out. Missed chance by Jaddu. Let's see how costly that's going to be.
Yeah, that second Bumrah wicket gave him another distinction. He now has more wickets than any other Asian bowler in tests played in those Sena countries, as we like to call them. But you make an important point. We knew coming into this series, or pretty much any match that India play, that as much as the other quicks have a role in terms of what impact they have on the match, that role is also important in terms of potentially not overworking Jasprit Bumrah. So the events of the first 30, 40 overs, it's something that should worry India?
Definitely, it should worry India, because even if you go back to the BGT and you see Bumrah's performance versus all the other Indian fast bowlers in that whole series, I think he outshadowed everybody by a very long way. So India will have to try to reduce their reliance on Bumrah, because he's not going to be available for all the tests. And you don't want to be gifting these tests away to England when he's not playing. I think Siraj and Prasidh are very capable bowlers who can deliver the goods. They just shouldn't go wicket hunting, because England can be a really cruel place for bowlers if you go wicket hunting, because anything full can be punished, especially with the way England play. They're not going to let you get away with any loose balls at all.
You brought up overhead conditions, which is such a big factor when we talk about Test cricket in England. So break that down for us, because we saw it come into play for the first time when England bowled after lunch, and it felt like it was a different game going on. India got a bit of that to bowl at. What do they need to learn about how to bowl in which conditions, be it when you have it working for you and also when it is dry and there's not much going?
Look, when it's dry, you've got to pull your length slightly back. You can't bowl every ball full. Yes, you can throw the odd teaser outside the off stump. Joe Root got beaten, very close beat to Mohammad Siraj, really good ball, about 5th or 6th stump ball moving away. That's that teaser ball which you can bowl slightly fuller. But you can't keep doing that every single time, because the English players, unlike the previous English team, they attack those kind of balls. They're not going to just let those balls go by. They're actually going to go after you. And especially in England, you always want to have a slip cordon. You want to have 2 slips and a gully at all times. That gives the batsman a lot of gaps in front. And that's what England are trying to do with bazball. They're trying to attack the opposition so much that they actually remove those catching positions from where they are and bring them into defensive positions. That reduces their chance of getting out. So I would say with the way England are playing, it's important in the drier spells. I mean, when there's not much cloud cover or there's no rain and everything is pretty much easy for the batsmen, it's important they pull their length slightly back, not too short, but still attacking somewhere just slightly above the top of off. But the moment they see cloud cover, they have to attack the stumps. They have to bring in bold, LBW and caught into play.
Missed chances as well. Jadeja dropped one. Don't see that too often. Jaiswal dropped a couple. What do you make of those?
I mean, drop chances at the end of the day, they cost you games. If you go to see Jaiswal's drop catch, before before Jaddu put it down, Jaiswal put it down. That was, I think, a lot of people just with the pace the ball went through. We didn't spot that it actually carried to Jaiswal, but it did carry to Jaiswal. Would have been a sharp chance, but you have to back Jaiswal to take those chances. Cam Green for Australia takes these without a fuss. You know, one of the best gully fielders I've seen. Cam Green. I would say Jaiswal can be up there. But he's dropped 2 today. One of those days where it doesn't go for you. Jaddu again is not a fielder who you would really liken to stand in those positions. He's a good outfielder, good catcher, good high ball catcher. Never seen him really stand in the slip cordon. But then again, Shubman Gill, if you see, Yash, he's been standing in mid-on and mid-off. One of the better slip fielders in India. I would back Shubman to be in the slips and take these catches, especially in England. Maybe Gambhir and him might have a chat and be like, you know what, you can speak to the bowler maybe in between overs and stuff like that, but we need you in the slips.
Duckett was on 11 and 15 when he was dropped. Ollie Pope was on 60 when he was dropped. India will hope for better. Wish list for day 3?
Wish list for day 3, a concerted bowling effort, bowling in partnership, support Bumrah. Even if they aren't picking up wickets from the other end, at least keep it tight. Because that way they will at least try to play a few shots to Bumrah. It's very clear they aren't really trying too much versus Bumrah. Yeah, they're just waiting for the odd bad ball. Bumrah doesn't give you too many, but when they get it, they are trying to attack the bad ball, but they aren't trying to do anything silly versus Bumrah. They aren't trying to throw him off. So the moment the other end keeps it tight, they will try to attack Bumrah as well. You've got to really suffocate England into making mistakes.